Have you ever felt like the man you were dating was literally testing you? Well, you're absolutely correct. But the answer to his question will also tell him exactly how he should continue to treat you. Don't worry, if that still sounds a little bit confusing to you, on today's show, we're going to be discussing why men test you to categorize you. That way you can perfectly understand why some men treat you like treasure and some men treat you like trash. So number one, when we're talking about why men test you to categorize you, let's discuss the 5-finger discount. We need to understand what the 5-finger discount is, why it's important, and why men are using it to test you and why it even matters in the first place, okay? So let's imagine here that we have you are here, right? And you got some beautiful hair, okay? You're standing here and you look so awesome, so amazing. You're wearing a nice dress and you're giving away lots of money, okay? $20 and $100 here. And you're on the street yelling, hey, who wants my money? Who wants my money, right? And this guy comes along in your life, right? And he's just walking down the street. Okay, let's pretend like there's a little street here. Okay, he's walking down the street. Man comes along, right? And he's looking at you. He's like, oh my God, you're giving away lots of money. I love money. He's like, wow, look, she's got lots of money. I see her giving away free money. He thinks to himself, I love free money. Oh my God, I love free money, free money, free money. So he sees you giving away free money and he says, I want access to some of that free money. I mean, she's giving it away. So what does he do? He trots himself over to you. He says to you, hey, you're giving away that money for free, right? And you're like, yeah, I love giving away free money. I'm just such a kind person. Anyone who wants money from me can gladly take it from me. I'm perfectly fine with that. He says, are you sure? You're going to give it away for absolutely nothing? So he's questioning, why are you giving this away for nothing? I'm confused. And you're just like, oh, I'm just a kind person. I want to be really nice to people. I want to be a really nice person. So I'm giving this money away for free. So he says, okay, if you're going to give away the money for free, I'm going to take it. So then the money goes back into his hands. Now he has all of the money. So these fat stacks, all this cash is now his. And then let's say around 2 weeks later, after you've given away all your money, you're sitting around in your house and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I'm here and I need money. I'm broke. Hey, what happened to that guy who I gave money to 2 weeks ago? It's 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later. I gave away so much money 2 weeks ago. What happened to all of that money? It's gone now. Where is my money? It's in the guy's hands who took it from you. Now you start thinking to yourself, but I have so many bills to pay. So you've got this bill, right? And you've got that bill. And I've got this bill. And I'm what? I'm broke. So you are broke. You've got no money now. Wow, what a horrible man who came along me one day and he took all of my money. Why would this silly, silly man, and you're thinking in your mind, this is like your thought bubble here, okay? Stupid man took my money. And you're upset because the stupid boy took your money. But in reality, you offered that money away for free. He took all of that money from you because you were offering it away for free. And you know what? When he has this money, he's not thinking about the fact that he took it from you. He's only thinking about how amazing his life is now that he gets to spend all of this free money. And now that he gets to do whatever he wants with all of this free money. So you end up upset at him because you're thinking, well, I know I was offering free money, but why would you take it? Why would you do that? Why would you leave me broke? Why would you leave me on the side of the street? Why would you leave me with nothing? And the truth of the matter is, the person you should be blaming is not him for taking your money. The person you should be blaming this entire time is you. Because if you're offering away something for free, and someone comes along and takes it from you, it is not someone else's fault for taking something that you were offering away for nothing. You have to stand up for yourself and say, hey, if I want to be able to pay my bills, if I want to continue having money, if I don't want to look back on my life and be broke anymore, then I need to focus on the value that I possess in the money that I have. And rather than giving it away to free for people because I'm nice and because I'm kind, I need to start focusing on how to keep my money and only invest it in things that are valuable, that will give me something in return. Because when I'm giving it away to people for free, all they do is take, and all I end up is broke. You need to understand that when men are testing you, they want to see if you're willing to give away the value you have, and the value that you have is the access to you. They want to see if you're willing to give that away for free. How does that benefit him if you're willing to give that away for free? Well, now he knows that he doesn't have to invest anything in you. So now when we go back to the classroom, I want you to be thinking of money as investment. Money equals investment. Money equals energy. Energy investment. Anytime I talk about giving away money or giving away something of value, right? We're talking about giving away your energy investment. So if you're spending a lot of time with someone, you're giving away energy investment. If you're doing a lot of things for someone, let's say giving girlfriend treatment to someone, a guy that isn't your boyfriend, that's a whole lot of investment. You're giving away a whole lot of value to a man for free when he's not giving anything back to you in return. Now, a natural relationship is going to be an equal exchange of investment. So man invests, right? Invests, and woman invests. But what ends up happening is when he comes along you and he realizes that he can create an equation in which these two are not equal, what you invest is a lot more than what he invests. So rather than there being an equal level of investment on both sides, your level of investment is like this, right? Woman investment. Yours is like this. And his level of investment, his man investment, is like this. The men come across you and they want to test if they can create an equation like this, where your level of investment is drastically more than their own. He can continue to get that free money that you were giving away at the very beginning. The reason I say all of this is because I know for some of you, you're confused why guys in your life will treat you a certain way and continue to treat you that way. So for example, once he tests you and he realizes you're someone who's willing to give away free money, free value for no exchange in return, he then says to himself, well, why would I do anything else? Why would I ever put myself in a situation where I return the favor when she's shown herself to be someone willing to give away access to herself, both physically and emotionally, for absolutely nothing? Because it doesn't make sense to ask yourself when you're receiving free money, what about the person I'm getting free money from? What about the person I'm extracting value out of? You're just thinking to yourself, wow, a whole bunch of free money. If I can continue to get free money, I'll continue to take free money. You're wasting your time blaming those guys for extracting from you. You're offering up free value and you're offering up someone to come and take it from you. Then those men will come along you, right? Come across you. They'll test you to see if you're someone like that. And when they learn you and understand you to be someone like that who is willing to give away all of this free value for nothing, they will say, perfect. I just found me an infinite money glitch. Point number 2 I want to talk about, which is being a stepping stone. Stepping stone. Now, what does it mean to be a stepping stone? You are like a ladder or a staircase to somewhere he's trying to go. So he's here in his life with you, right? And you're here with him and you guys are down here. Now, up on this staircase, there is another woman. There's actually his dream woman. So this is like an amazing, awesome woman, and she's like an IG model. She's so beautiful. Everyone wants her. Everyone's eyes are on her. Everyone looks at her. Everyone wants to be with her, all that good stuff. He uses you as a stepping stone to get to that dream woman. So you're probably asking, Tomisin, how does a guy use me as a stepping stone to get to a dream woman? And how does that work in the way that he categorizes me? You see, because earlier in the show, when we talked about giving away free value and giving away free money, you see what happens here is as he's receiving a whole lot of energy investment from you, this is all investment that you're giving him. He now has a whole lot of extra energy and investment to give because he's not giving any of that to you. And you want to know what guys end up doing when they have all of this excess investment to give because they're getting pleasure. And as you're giving him pleasure, it makes it a lot easier for him to say, oh, I'm getting pleasure, I'm getting investment, I'm getting girlfriend treatment, all of this good stuff that I love to get as a man. It makes it a lot easier for me to be patient with the girl I actually want. I can be patient for the girl who's going to make me wait. So when men in your life categorize you and they realize that you're someone who is willing to give away all of that value for absolutely nothing in return, he then says to himself, okay, this is perfect. Understand that if they can learn early on that you're someone willing to deal with a lot, that you're someone willing to endure a lot, that you're someone willing to not speak up for yourself or stand up for yourself or have any sort of backbone. That makes it very conducive, which just means easy for him to have an ongoing relationship, or in this case, a situationship with you where nothing is ever clear. There is never any straight path forward to any destination. And he can continue to utilize all of this confusion and play the waiting game for himself and with you while he works on getting to his dream girl. Now, the different ways that he's going to be patient. So some guys are going to use this time passing, because he now has a couple of options. In the time span where he's waiting for his dream girl, right? So time is passing and his dream girl is here on the horizon, doing things, living her life, not paying any attention to him. This is what his dream girl's doing. She's like shopping. He's over here thinking, damn, I really do want her so badly. I want her. And time is passing. How I'm going to get her? How am I going to get the dream girl? As time is passing, while he's dealing with you and getting pleasure from you, he starts saying to himself, okay, I'm going to get my money up. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get a better job. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to start lifting weights. He's thinking of all the different things that he can improve of himself to be able to eventually get dream woman. So he needs you in his life to make that process of waiting for himself to be improved enough for his dream woman. He needs that process to be easier and for him to be able to be patient and not in so much pain waiting for that time to come. So he spends all his time with you. And when he can categorize you as someone who's cheap and easy, and when men can identify you as McD's, McD's, right? He then gets to say, cool, you're the fast food restaurant that I can rely on whenever I need something, whenever I want pleasure, whenever I want access, whenever I want anything that I'm looking for, I come to you because I know you're over here on the back burner willing to give me free money anytime I'm looking for it. It makes that process a lot smoother and a lot easier when he can sit back, relax, get pleasure from you while he ups himself and ups the ante for the woman he eventually wants to be with. Part of the reason that guys are going to quickly try to analyze who you are and how you go about relationships. They want to know if they can use you as a placeholder, as a stand-in up until he is ready to be with the girl he actually wants to be with. Now, I want to touch on point number 3, which is going to be men will test you. They'll categorize you because they understand being with you is an easy way to avoid improving. And it's a perfect way to stay stagnant in his own life. Here's the thing. Remember how I said that there's a staircase to the woman that he actually wants? If his dream girl is up here existing, she is the dream, and he's down here, and he is not financially, mentally, spiritually, or anything ready to be with dream girl. It feels really bad. He'll be really sad knowing that he is not good enough as a man to be with his dream girl. And he sees how all these men have money for her and gifts for her. They take her on fancy dinner dates, all the stuff that men will do for her because they all want her. Because every time they look at that dream woman, that's demoralizing. So rather than do that, when he's with you, you're so happy that any man is giving you any sort of attention, even though all he wants to do is sleep with you. But you're happy, you're over the moon, you're ecstatic because you perceive that as attention. And in the process of you requiring less than nothing from him, willing to give away a whole bunch of free money, he starts to say to himself, gee, I'm not as sad anymore. In fact, he starts to say, I actually don't have to feel bad because with you, he doesn't have to worry about living up to any expectations. You're already willing to take him when he is giving you less than nothing. So it feels really amazing that he can be in a situation while he stalls and he doesn't even have to recognize the ways in which he needs to get better as a person. He doesn't have to recognize his own character flaws, and he never has to grow. Because even when he makes mistakes in your relationship, he never has to improve and change. All he has to do is make the same mistake, and you will forgive him, and he can continue making the same mistake. This is a great way to avoid having to improve. Avoid having to recognize all the ways that he needs to get better, grow as a man, be a better partner, because you will accept nothing. But you don't realize that as you're giving away free money, you're becoming emotionally broke. And you don't realize that he's just that fast categorized you as someone that he can take advantage of and use as that free money glitch. And it's a very easy exchange to say, I'm not going to improve. I'm going to stay the same. I'm just going to continue being me, right? Because that's easy. Improving is something, right? Improving is work. Improving is value being given away. Improving is like you putting an investment into him and you're getting something in return. When men want it cheap and easy and they can categorize you as someone who's giving away that free money, he says, great, now I get access to you for nothing. Point number 4 is to be a time waster. He has now recognized that you're someone willing to give yourself away for nothing. He knows that you just want to be a nice, kind person in this world and give away value, right? Give away money. So he says, great. So now I can waste a lot of time with you. We've talked about the dream girl. So that's number 1, right? He wants to waste time with you because he is waiting for something better. Now, there's another reason he might want to waste time with you, because he doesn't have direction in his own life. And he doesn't know what he even wants for himself. It's going to become really, really difficult to have direction in relationships. A lot of men use video games as a pacifier. That's kind of and essentially what you become. Goo goo gaga. The reason you're a pacifier is because rather than him having to think to himself, what do I need to be working on for myself? What do I need to be changing? How do I grow as a human being overall? He can use this time on you and spend this time getting free pineapples from you. And as he gets to do that, he gets to waste time instead of thinking about what he needs to be doing. He doesn't have direction. He doesn't know the things that he should be doing. Or for some men, they know what they need to be doing, but rather than doing those things, he wants to pacify himself with you and spending time with you and having pineapples with you instead of doing the things that he actually should be spending his time doing. They pacify themselves with you and they pacify themselves with sleeping with you with no end goal here. There's never any end goal, no destination. Why? Because the whole purpose of this is to waste time. Men how they do life is how they'll do relationships. So when you have a man with no direction in his life, he's not going to have any direction in your relationship. They recognize that they don't want to do a lot of the hard work or the healing or the anything required to get to the destination that they want to be. Rather than doing that, they want to look for someone who's willing to give away free money and they want to be with you. And so here is where you kind of step in. And here's another thing that will happen. And now another important time waster is the men who are not over the X. Some men will waste your time after they categorize you as someone who's giving away free money because they are not over their ex. So what do? They waste this time with you until she's ready. When X becomes ready, then he says, all right, enough wasting time with you. You were not. So in this case, it's not necessarily a stepping stone. In this case, it's wasting time so that I don't have to heal, so that I don't have to work through my feelings, so that I don't have to acknowledge how I actually feel towards the situation. I just want to continue wasting time so that I don't have to think. You give away all that damn free money that he doesn't have to think about, like we said before, ever gaining the skills to earn a job. Instead, he spends his time with you and he doesn't worry about improving, about working on himself, about growing as an individual. And all he thinks about is how to continue receiving and receiving and receiving. Are the reason why some of you have noticed you've been in situationships with the guy where it feels like it's impossible to get that guy to commit. But then after you guys end your situation, all of a sudden he commits himself in 2 weeks to a new girl. And you're sitting there wondering, how did this guy that it was so difficult for you to commit to me? How are you all of a sudden boyfriend and girlfriend with a girl that you just met 2 weeks ago? Now we get to number 5, which is going to be the fall back plan. He's got his eyes on the dream woman and he knows he really wants her. He also knows that as he shoots his shot at the dream woman, right? He's going to shoot his shot. He also knows that there's a possibility that dream woman could reject him. Dream woman might say, no, I'm not with that. I don't want that. I don't want you. I've got way more other men who are looking for attention from me, and I would rather be with them. They've got more money. They've got more status. They've got more everything that you don't have, so I don't want to be with you. So instead of just being alone, because he doesn't want to be lonely, that would make him very sad. He's sad now, right? He doesn't want to be lonely. He then says, well, I guess I can use my backup plan and be with you. So this is you. And you're here as the backup plan to the dream girl, because he says to himself, well, after I shoot my shot, it's possible that she rejects me, or maybe she already has rejected me. But if I can use the girl who's willing to give away free money, well, then I can work on trying to get access to the things that I really want. And if they turn me down, I can always return back to this unlimited money glitch of free money with the woman who I don't really want that much, who I don't really want to be with that much, but she's always going to be there. Exactly why I tell you guys to never try to be making adjustments or breaking your back, both literally and figuratively, emotionally, for men. Because when they recognize that you're going to be willing to give away free money, they then say to themselves, great, I'm so glad you're giving away free money. This makes my life so easy that I never have to worry about being lonely. He never has to be sad and lonely whenever he gets rejected by any of the girls he really wants to be with. As you continue to be his fallback plan, when he's lonely and sad because you're always willing to accept him back, you are sitting there and you're saying to yourself, wow, you're sad because you're wondering, why don't I get serious princess treatment from this guy? You're sad. So he gives you what we describe as cheap attention. Cheap attention would be things like Netflix and chill, Uber Eats at home. All of these versions of cheap attention he gives you don't make you feel like a princess. They actually make you feel like the opposite of a princess. They make you feel like a peasant. You will never receive princess treatment when you're giving away free money. If she was giving away something that wasn't free, then I might think about giving her real attention, but she's giving away everything for free. So instead of giving her real attention that actually is worth something and actually makes her feel like a princess, I'm going to give her cheap attention that makes her feel like a peasant, but who cares how she feels because she's not willing to stand up for herself. She's not willing to have a backbone. And this is my fallback plan that I want to utilize whenever I am not able to get access to my dream woman. So I come here, I give some cheap attention. She's giving away everything for free. She's giving away girlfriend treatment for free, handing out that money. She's giving away Squirtle for free, handing out that money. She's giving away all her time and energy for free, handing out that money. And I can continue to get access to her, right? Whenever I'm lonely and sad, as a fallback plan, anytime I'm not able to get access to the women that I actually want to be with. And now when he tests you and realize you're willing to give away free money, he says, great, now that you're in the category of the infinite money glitch, this is so great. You can sit on the sidelines while I do everything else that I want to do in my life with every other girl that I really want. And you can be like the infinite money glitch that I come back to whenever I need some money, whenever I need some value, whenever I need some girlfriend treatment. If you're not aware of how men are going to come into your life and try to gauge what you're willing to give them in exchange for basically nothing or very little. If you're not hyper aware of that, you'll make the mistake of thinking to yourself that the best, most attractive version of you is the version of you that gives away a whole bunch of free money. And you're thinking that people become more attracted to you because of that, not realizing that you only end up attracting people who are looking to extract more from you. You don't attract people who are appreciative of you or appreciative of the fact that you're giving away so much free money. You only attract very greedy individuals who are constantly thinking about ways to extract more free money from you. Whenever you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I would rather than, doing the thing that I know Tomisin would say I should not do, I would love to just be able to sleep with him now or just be able to enjoy myself now or go back to his place, drink some wine and have a good time. Who cares how I look? I just want to be here for fun. I just want to enjoy myself. I don't want to take things too seriously. When you show yourself to have given away free money in the past, they will never be able to unsee you giving away that free money. And they will always want to treat you like a free bank account, like an infinite money glitch. And they'll only come back to you when they want some more free money. So for those of you that become frustrated, why are men coming into my life and using me? Why are men coming into my life and just taking from me and not giving me anything in return? Why are men coming into my life and playing me? I want you to understand it's because you're showing yourself to be someone who gives away free money. And if you understood how to stop giving away free money, we'll talk about that in another show, then you could understand how to stop allowing men to extract from you and not give you anything in return.